Hi there, Cancer. Thanks so much for your patience with this reading here. This is your March reading. It will cover approximately the first 2 weeks of the month, although it may override or underride a bit, as energy is certainly fluid. Just turn this off. Right. Cancer, I feel like you are picking up pieces of something, almost like puzzle pieces. You're gathering them and almost like getting ready to put them back together in some way. Wow. Okay, let's see what that's about. 8 of Wands in reverse, Mother of Pentacles upright, 6 of Cups upright, 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, Cancer. Let's get to that once we pull all the cards here. But I'm feeling that it has to do with the past in some way. I'm getting a feeling that's quite similar. Wow. Did you guys see the way that card flew out? Flew out. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, which sign got this same card? It was Pisces, who got the 6 of Pentacles in reverse in their theme deck, all right? Cancer, I was about to say before that card came flying out, I'm having a similar sort of feeling. Whenever I say this, a card pops out. Very curious. Justice in reverse. Okay, so let me try to say this once more here, right? I'm getting a similar feeling as I did with Libra's reading, right? Libra had this theme of kind of entering a room, right, metaphorically or literally, that had been abandoned for quite some time, perhaps, right? Like a childhood room, an old childhood room. Going in there and peering around, right, at sort of what has changed, what was, right, the past. Some sort of re-embarkment, right, on the past in some shape or form. And Libra's energy was very much that of, like, you know, going in that room and dusting off the objects, whatever they find, right? Sort of clearing house, detoxing, cleansing from the past, right? Coming to terms with the past. And so this can be sort of the energetic archives, right? The rooms in our minds, so to speak, right? The rooms, the memories that we perhaps have stowed away. Oh yes, Cancer, I'm feeling that very strongly for you, very strongly for you. Which is not surprising, right, in a way. This card was a little bit almost undecided in the orientation that it came out in, so I'm going to keep it sideways, and I'm going to further analyze, disseminate the energies with the rest of the spread. So I was saying, right, Cancer, it's not surprising, right, in a way, to sense that you have perhaps set certain memories from your past as sort of within rooms almost, right, in your mind, that you've closed the door to, that you've you know, sort of stowed away and told yourself, okay, that's it. Like I'm not going. I still feel those memories. I still feel that past. I feel that energy, but I'm not going to go there, right? And perhaps in the past, that's how you felt about it. But I'm feeling that it's almost like whatever the aftermath was of whatever it is that you experienced, which potentially, okay, very interesting. And this wants to come out, so I will pull it. By the way, Cancer, the way that these readings have been happening for almost all of the signs, and sorry, I don't know why this light isn't working quite so well, but anyhow, the way that the readings have been working, just rather, by chance, is the cards are just flying out, right? For almost all the signs, that's how it's been going. So instead of doing the Celtic cross, I'm going to take the cards as they're coming and kind of go with the flow, all right? It's very interesting, Cancer, how these cards came out for you, right? We have the Seven of Pentacles. That was rather undecided in its orientation as it was flying out. And then we had this stack of 3 cards. The Lovers, the Father of Swords, and the Six of Swords coming out as a trio. Similarly, like exactly parallel to the Seven of Pentacles, all right? So let's take a look at that. This definitely, I'm feeling, means something. Yes, the light's like, yes, it does. All right. But hey, look, I have a good feeling about how this sort of, whatever this past was, I'm feeling that you're entering that room, you're entering that space, and you're picking up the pieces, right, that fell on the ground, right? Not in a way of, oh, my pieces fell on the ground, or I have to clean up this mess, this energetic mess, right? The residual energy that we feel from past experiences, right? Which can be sometimes difficult for Cancer to let go of, right? Being a very mothering, nurturing sign, linked to very much memory, right? Being very much a water sign connected to the moon, right? It can be difficult for Cancer to let go of emotions, strong emotions, and the past. Of course, it depends on your other signs, of your other planets in your chart, which if you want more info on that, I have a service on my website, alchemyinu.com. It's an astrological report, and it will give you your whole blueprint snapshot of your birth chart, all right? But nonetheless, generally it is difficult for Cancer to quickly move on, right? From a situation that touched them deeply, that touched them emotionally, right? So, Cancer. Okay. I am sensing, oh yes, and I was saying this. It seems that whatever happened in your past, you are now almost like resurfacing from it in such a way where you are ready to pick up the pieces, right? With a certain level of not just complacency, but acceptance, right? Accepting the past as what the past was, right? And moving through it, right? Clearing house, right? Clearing house. Walking into that room and seeing, okay, right? Where do the cobwebs lie? What do I need to dust off? I want to use this room again, right? I don't want to just leave this memory as a sort of dormant, boxed up sort of space in my subconscious. I want to clear house. I want to remove any energetic blockages that are lurking consciously or subconsciously. And I feel like you're ready to do that sort of detox process very consciously and actively, which is beautiful, And Libra got a very similar energy. So if you know a Libra, there might be some crossover. You may want to check that video out. Or if you have a Libra rising, ascendant, or moon sign, all right? If you don't know your signs, you can click the link below in the description box and input your birth information there, and it will tell you, all right? Nonetheless, I'm sensing that this had to do with perhaps a love situation. Okay, the lovers are showing up. The lovers are showing up. Overlaying the Father of Swords, overlaying the Six of Swords. Let me get a feel, though, for the overall energies at play. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So, yes, look, Cancer, I'm feeling that there was an experience in your past that was sort of a shakeup to you, right? That left you sort of rattled, like, didn't expect that maybe, or simply it might have been something that came out of the blue, or that was just unsettling in some sort of way to you, right? It could have been maybe having to do with a past relationship, right? That went awry in some sort of way. But nonetheless, right? I'm feeling, Cancer, that whatever the situation was, you're letting go of it, right? It has been compartmentalized in some way, right? As a past experience, and you've resurfaced from it, absolutely, as more stable, even in terms of your emotions. Look at these two cards together, sandwiched in between the two cards speaking to your past, as I'm feeling it, right? But nonetheless, right, these two cards are still there. They're still in the outskirts. Even though they're in reverse, it's like, okay, this energy is not being consciously acknowledged, right? But there's still the residual of that energy that's lurking perhaps in my subconscious, in my midst. So that's what I'm feeling, right? At your core, you have resurfaced, right? You've regained your sense of stability. And I'm feeling that energy has been channeled towards what your responsibilities are, towards perhaps even a creative pursuit, right? Here's the thing though, right? What I'm feeling is that, yes, at your core, you've regained a sense of stability in some sort of way, right? But this energy still sort of is there, right? It's again, the energetic residual energy. And I feel like that is what you are kind of addressing now and tackling, right? Going into that room and turning on the lights and being like, okay, what's in here? I need to get rid of what does not belong. I want to really clear house yet again. And really tackling the parts of you, right, that you feel have been affected by that experience. Absolutely, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, putting back the pieces, right, of your being together in such a way, perhaps, right, again, channeling that energy into a creative pursuit. This is your theme card, the Daughter of Cups, right? So the embarkment on a new creative journey, getting in touch with your emotions, your sensitivity, that love that, right, you feed to yourself, that nurturing, that very nurturing space that you enter, right, in and of yourself. And what's interesting, Cancer, is that there is an interplay here between Pentacles, Earth, stability, groundedness, finance, career, perhaps even. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, Cancer. Interplay between Earth and water and cups, right? I'm again sensing deeply that this is a situation that regarded your emotional scape, right? Your emotional psyche. But there's an emphasis absolutely on perhaps career, career, anything that we contribute to in a way that brings us a sense of stability and security, right? So if that is a career, I'm sensing that maybe career and emotions and love were somewhat of standoff energies in such a way that, right, your maybe love life or your creative life or the life, the side of your life that speaks more to creativity, right, that nurturing space, sensitivity, right, even if it is just within yourself, doesn't have to be with another person, right? Yes, right, and I'm feeling for some of you it might be with another person in the past. For others, it can be in and of yourself, right? I know that Cancer has been on this sort of journey of wanting to pursue, right, a path that speaks more to their personal sort of their personal soul fulfillment, that which is more sensitive, more creative. And beneath the Daughter of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands. So I'm feeling that there is a slow foray into creativity, absolutely, into along a path that speaks to our emotions and the renewal of them. But here, see, it's again interesting. It's really interesting because you have, it's like they're mirroring each other. Pentacles and water, emotions and work, sensitivity, rigidity, right? It's that dichotomy. And it's almost like your need to focus on career in maybe even a monotonous sort of way is what is inhibiting this ability to truly seek and live in that moment of absolute sort of peace within yourself, right? That which, again, brings our water element and our earth element into balance together, right? So I'm sensing that perhaps, right, and if it's not a love situation, these two cards can be speaking to even overwork, right? Overworking. That which sort of, again, rattles our nervous system even in such a way that does not allow us to fully be, right, in peace and harmony and to fly free. There's some sort of disconnect between these energies, okay? So this card speaks to an old way of doing things, monotony, right? But also in terms of our habit patterns, in terms of our habits day in and day out, our actions day in and day out. And it could be speaking to the need for change, right? But at the core, you remain as holding fort, holding your composure almost even, right? And I'm sensing that there is a sort of feeling of obligation or duty to, it could be either a person, right, a family member, or career, as symbolized by the Seven of Pentacles, and not only, also the Six of Pentacles in reverse, which is what is dividing and separating the Lovers from the Seven of Pentacles. So interesting. Why? Because it's going 7, 6, Lovers. 7 Pentacles, 6 Pentacles, Lovers. It's cascading down. So I'm feeling that it's like a pillar. What is the priority for you? What is a priority for you is to focus on this. even if it's not where really what you want to focus on in terms of your emotional satisfaction, you feel that this is the apex, right? This is what you feel your role is. This is what you have to accomplish, right? Your emotions are being, currently it feels, stabilized in such a way that contributes to the earth element, right? So look at this card, right? It's like the cups of water are being used to grow this tree. Tree, earth, pentacles. So again, it's like, it's almost like you're not able yet to fly because you are required to hold the fort in some sort of way. Where maybe, right, this is what needs to happen. That is not happening yet. The shakeup and the change to old ways, the past. Okay, so alternate interpretations here for different people I'm feeling are coming through. Okay, nonetheless, yes, it's like this. I'm sensing that there is absolutely monotony, and you feel like I just need to work. I don't know when I'm gonna need to stop, right? Because look, this card, when it's horizontal, you're working. Sorry, oops, I'm on a max. Everything is backwards. You're working, right, in a steady line, but you're not going up as if it were upright. You're going like sort of down, but up, but diagonally. It's confusing a little bit, right? But nonetheless, it's the pillar. It's like, I just need to do this. You're just so focused on what you need to do in terms of what you feel obligated to do or what you feel responsible for, without really an end in sight, perhaps. But I'm feeling that you know, absolutely you know, that it's a matter of perception and perspective. Like, you can snap out of this energy, right? This is paralleling it. You could snap out of that energy and switch over to this more freescape sort of path. And that which speaks to this Daughter of Cups, this new beginning that's more emotionally satisfying. And perhaps more balancing, too, in terms of emotions, right? Because right now, all emotions are going towards whatever it is that you are dedicated to, right? There's a certain containment of emotions. There's a certain practicality to the application even of those emotions, all right? That's what I'm feeling here, absolutely. And so, right, at the base, look, these two cards are kind of like this. And the Lovers is right here. It's kind of like this is what you kind of need to do. The Six of Pentacles. Keep planting those seeds, waiting for them to harvest and reaping them. It's almost like 6, 7. It's almost like a factory line of work, right? And I hope you're getting this, right? That there's a certain feeling of routine, right? Being almost trapped and locked in a gridlock situation, right? Kind of like the feeling that we have here a little bit, right? Of this is what I have to do. You feel like you have to do it. And crossing that is a very polar energy, right? One that is very free. There's so much air in this card. But it's at the base, which is so contrary, which is so ironic, right? Because air, and the Lovers is Gemini's card. Air is light. It rises, right? The flight of these birds. But it's being held down at the base due to this very heavy earth energy up top. That's like locking it down. So you're locked into something, I'm feeling, that you feel obligated towards and that you feel a responsibility for. It's not allowing you fully, right, to perhaps to make a change to the way things are done, perhaps. But again, this can speak to a past situation that I mentioned earlier in the video, right? A very transformative experience. But I'm feeling, let me get to the rest of the cards before I solidify my sentiment on that, all right? Now, okay, beneath the Lovers, you have the Father of Swords and the Six of Swords, right? And look at these two cards together. Both cards are somewhat similar in color palette to these two cards. The two wands. What's interesting is you have two wands and you have two swords. And they're both sort of contrasting cards of stability, of harmony, of satisfaction, right? The Father of Swords and the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, Cancer, can be speaking to the need or the desire to change the way that we think about a situation, our analysis of a situation, right? The swords, it's like swords are kind of heavy, right? And there's this desire to leave them behind and rise up into this rainbow, kind of like the Lovers, right? But the Six of Swords is laying beneath this Father of Swords, right? And it's almost like the Father of Swords. The Father of Swords there's an energetic blockage of some sort I'm feeling. Maybe whatever this situation is that you want to change, perhaps, be it even a perspective, right? A way of thought. Air, symbolizing the swords suit. Okay, the way that we think, our thoughts, the way we communicate with others through the written word, the spoken word, the way that we communicate with ourselves and our minds, right? Whatever this symbolizes for you, right? I'm sensing that in some shape or form, you're at the mercy of this Father of Swords. The Father of Swords is almost like, it's like this is his domain. This is like his world, right? The Father of Swords and the Six of Swords. And it's almost like you need to bypass the Father of Swords in some way in order to rise from this situation and transform it. And rise, therefore, into the Lovers card, right? So. This is kind of interesting energy, Cancer. Because the owl is also a bird. The owl is also a bird. And you have this theme in the base of birds. You have the two Lovers and you have the owl. So it might be that whoever this is may be connected to, in some shape or form, this situation that you want to enter, if that makes sense. Like, this could be even, it's like very like, there's a duality to the theme here, right? It's like the Lovers, it's like you want to fly free. And maybe this owl is one of these birds, right, that you want to fly free with. But it's like the Father of Swords has baggage almost. Like this is his situation that he needs to rise above and deal with, right? So it's almost like a weight that's like holding you guys down and you're not able to fly together, maybe, right? Maybe. If not, this can be your own perspective. But I'm feeling that this is a person, okay? I am feeling that this is a person. Now, on the right-hand side, you have the Two of Pentacles and Justice in reverse. A lot of signs have been getting justice. Just FYI, all right? And this is what I'm feeling, Cancer. I'm feeling that part of what you're experiencing, this pressure, is coming from, right, self-imposed circumstance, self-imposed vision of self, right? How you view yourself in your environment or your career, right? It's self-imposed. It's sort of like you've put this on top of yourself, right? It's like, I need to tend to this. This is my responsibility. So the pressure is coming from one aspect like that. But then the other pressure that's coming is from below, right? It's sort of like the lovers are not able to fly up because this pentacle energy is blocking them. Then it's sort of like the lovers at the same time are being pulled down by this energy, this weight, the Father of Swords and the Six of Swords, right? So it's sort of like there's energetic blockage from two ends, all right? And yes, that's what I'm feeling very strongly. And then on the other side of the spread, you have the Two of Pentacles and the Justice in reverse. Lots of pairs showing up here. Lots of pairs showing up here. Okay? Justice, two cats. The Two of Pentacles, two pentacles. And it's signified by a butterfly. So look, Cancer. There's absolutely this element of flight contrasted by this need, right, to hold the fort. Even to feel that you are responsible for sustaining a family, right? The tree perhaps symbolizing family, home, right? So, but I'm feeling you want to feel more free in some way from that. And what is always interesting to me about this card is that it embodies, yes, stability, right? Financial or otherwise. But inherently within that stability, right? It's not like you have so many pentacles that you can't fly, right? It's not like you have so many pentacles or so many things, right? That you almost don't have room to move, right? Because that's almost like unstable in and of itself, right? Not being able to move is not liberating, right? So it's almost like I'm feeling, Cancer, that there's this desire, absolutely, or this you want to achieve. Your hope is to achieve. Your ability to finally, once and for all, step into this, right, lovers sort of expression of yourself, of your energy, or even experience, is reliant in some way upon your ability to maintain a homeostasis in and of yourself, one, but that which is tied to finances. Okay, I'm feeling that you feel that you need to achieve a certain level of financial or career-wise sort of homeostasis in order to be able to fly forward in a more creative direction, right? Because the lovers are also flying this way into and towards the Two of Pentacles. So it's almost like even if the lovers wanted to, they're being bombarded, right? By, it's almost like a reminder, you need to like stabilize, you need to stabilize. And the Justice in reverse, attached to this Two of Pentacles upright. Justice oftentimes speaks to a decision that needs to be made, right? The ability to see something clearly, head on, right? Black or white, yin or yang, right? Yes or no. It's about looking at something in a very level-headed, clear sort of way. But perhaps, this is what I'm feeling this with you, Cancer. It's almost like there is, like I said, it's like you're working so hard towards something, right? But it's horizontal, it's linear sort of work. It's not like very, very, very clear, algorithmic, I get to this level, then it's like there's no certain timeline really for when you will achieve this balance. It's almost like there is inherently a level of, I don't know how long I'm gonna have to do this, but I know that I just need to do it, and I need to hold my place, my role within the situation in a way. And there's a certain element of that. But again, I'm feeling that you've placed yourself in the situation in some shape or form. And you're willing and able to do it. You want to do it. Part of you wants to do it. And I don't blame you, Cancer, right? Because Cancer is a sign that loves to nurture, right? That feels, right? That it's somewhat of their role to care for others, right? In a very mothering, nurturing way. Of course, it depends on all the rest of your planets in your chart. But there's this feeling of, right, this is my responsibility. I need to take care of this. Inherently, right? I don't have crystal clarity with when, right, this process of achieving stability, financial, career, or otherwise, is going to come about. Okay? And it's almost like you're not focused on when that's going to be. You're focused on primarily achieving this financial abundance I'm feeling, financial security, stability in some shape or form. Okay? It's almost like this energy is secondary to you with the Lovers and the Father of Swords and the Six of Swords. But the Father of Swords and the Six of Swords, heavy energy, right? Swords, heavy. The Lovers, Gemini's card, air, flying, free, right? But it's so much chained, right? Chained to this Father of Swords and his Six of Swords situation that he needs to rise from. I'm feeling it's a he, but it could be either, any gender, okay? But look, I'm feeling at the heart of it, you have your mind set on this, and really your soul set on this new beginning, that which is creative, right? But you're entering it tepidly. You're entering it gradually, right? Just kind of getting your feet sort of wet, which is what I've been feeling for Cancer for the past few readings, right? This sort of slow foray into a more creative zone. But again, it's like that same sort of that it's almost like a rubber band, right? Pulls you right back to whatever it is that you are feeling responsible for, obligated to, and so on, okay? So it's push-pull energy from different areas, okay? But you want to take this initiative. You have this fire burning beneath your butt, right? That's just waiting to be used and taken advantage of, right? But you're kind of keeping your cool, right? You're kind of like, yeah, I want this, right? But I'm like slowly entering it. I'm not gonna like suddenly embark on this creative new direction, right? But you know what? It's like you're feeling like lethargic a little bit, okay? And I'm feeling you could be overworked. You have a lot of pentacles here. It's like your theme, but like the base, you want this, but then you're pulled with heavy energy from the bottom and the top and it's pushing down. Look, it's like if you need, I feel like you want this, okay? You want this new beginning. You want this, Cancer. But are you almost like, it's like, look, it's almost like you're not putting justice upright. Are you not being fair to yourself? That's what I maybe is something to think about. Are you keeping yourself restricted in the situation, even though you know that you need to change the way things are being done? You need to change something in some shape or form. You need to move forward from the past in some shape or form. Right? Because it's like there's a certain like awareness, but almost like ignorance is bliss, right? I'm going to pretend the Justice card's not there. I'm going to pretend like I don't have the option to make the choice, right? And it's almost like you are stable enough in some way, but you're still dealing with this adherence to whatever the situation is. Is it due to fear maybe in some way? Is it almost like I don't want to look at it head on? Is there sort of a feeling of tepid entry into this new creative pursuit, right? Because beneath the Daughter of Cups and the Ace of Wands is this Five of Pentacles. It's like deep inside, I'm tired of working. I'm tired of playing this role. I'm tired of just being responsible 24/7, right? I need a break. I need a change. I need a renewal of some sort, right? But yes, Cancer. If you need a break, I will say this, take it, right? Of course, listen to your intuition, always, but be honest with yourself. Be really honest with yourself. Be really clear with yourself, right? Yes, right? Cancer is a sign that speaks to motherhood, to wanting to take care of others, to nurture others, but we have to play that role, right? To some degree as well, in and of ourselves, with ourselves, right? Be your own mother, right? Listen to that inner child. What does it need? What does it say? And really, really speak to that deeper space as well, all right? As I'm feeling that that's going to be sort of your liberator, okay? That's going to be your liberator. So thank you so much, Cancer, for tuning in. I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. Sorry the light didn't shine fully for you during the reading, but oh well. I hope that you have a great February and a beautiful March as it approaches us. I will be back hopefully with a last quarter moon reading right before we enter the new moon period. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys soon, all right? Also, feel free to check out your ascendant, rising, or moon sign. I highly recommend it, as oftentimes those can provide some further insights into your situation, all right? I have a link in my bio description below. If you want to check out your signs, just click the link, enter your birth information, and it will compute it for you. All right? Have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.